I'd like to tell you the first 5 minutes about certain initiatives which the ICR government is taking and what role you could play or what role we can together play in achieving these goals. First of all, most of you would be very keen to know what is happening to the mission on sustainable agriculture. Now the document has been prepared. We have contributed from ICR side what are the components that should be part of this. The ministry has also prepared its own version. Unfortunately, the whole thing became so bloated in terms of demand for grants, something like 1 lakh crores and all. The PM's office has returned saying that it is too ambitious. I think we don't have that kind of manpower, so you have to. So that is how it is now being revised, sort of peer reviewed. So it will see the light of the day. Many people asked me yesterday, will it ever see the light of the day? Definitely. The only thing is it will take some time compared to other missions. Number 2 is about this year's budget speech. Finance Minister has announced one new initiative on climate resilience. You must have seen for 200 crores. That is to be implemented by ICR, and in that there are 3 components. Number 1 is strategic research, under which about 8 institutions of ICR are being strengthened with the best infrastructure in the world in terms of modeling the greenhouse gas measurements, the crop measurements, phenotyping, genotyping, so an animal, fish, etc. Then there is a second component which deals with demonstration of the existing resilience practices to climate variability in 500 villages of the country in 100 self-care districts. If you want, I can mail you the districts list to all of you, and in those districts the program will be implemented in this very Kharif 2010 from June onwards through KVKs. And we have prepared a program, roughly a tentative program, which includes the basic soil conservation practices, farm ponds, seed bank, water bank, and then the other animal fish related, depending on the coastal districts, fish ponds, how to save them during heavy rain, then flooding, metabolism, sea water. So all the existing knowledge from the NAR system, even from the non-government system, will be mainstream. And then the best practices will be demonstrated in 500 villages from this Kharif onward. Will also continue next year, and this will magnify into 10-15 times the project. So many of you had yesterday were making the comment that the political leadership is not very sensitized to this climate change. I would not agree with you. Last year we had our own institute. We answered 125 parliament questions. 80 were related to climate change. So most of the MPs are extremely concerned, extremely worried that we are not doing enough for climate change, and they will be too happy if we can show some success in this. So not that they are not concerned. What is actually the ball is in our court, not in the policy makers' court.